Introducing Big J's toilet paper, the logger's choice. When you need that extra scrubbing power, Big J's toilet paper leaves you feeling fresh.
Hey, it's LoggerJohn here. It's Thursday, January the 2nd, 2020. I'm out in the woods early. It's just a little after 8. It's a nice morning. I got a bit of a cold, but I couldn't stay in the house much longer. Even though I have a cold, I feel better to be out in the woods cutting some wood instead of cooped up in the house. So here I am out cutting wood. Hopefully it'll help my cold. Okay, we got some soft maple here to cut. One here, and there's one right here. And I'm aiming for them out there. My tractor's sitting there. We got that one down and cut it in half to get it out of here. Kind of a tight trail through here, but got them hooked up. There's another one to cut here, so I'm just going to get this one out of the way. Well, as you can see, that didn't go quite as planned. What I want to do was, there's a little maple right here that I want to save. I didn't want the tree to hit. So what I tried to do was just brush these pine here with it, just have it go down in there, but It got a little bit too far over for me. Now it's hung up, but no fear. We have the Massey here. I just finished pulling the other trees out. I'm going to give this a yank and see if I can get it to go down. So stay tuned. Well, as you can see, I got it down a bit more, but if you look up in there, it's really stuck up in there. So, and I'm against this little tree here, so what I'm going to do is just going to cut it here and pull them out in two pieces. Okay, I can't really go any farther there. I got this pine, so go to plan B. Okay, well, I cut it right here. There's the top. I'm gonna try to swing, hook onto the end here and get it out, get this chunk out, and then I'll get this chunk out and limb it up. Okay. Okay, folks, so just got to limb this one up and hook it up, hook this one up, and away we go. Okay, folks, I cut those up and we stacked it up there. I didn't want to bore you with me stacking wood, so we're going to go back and get those two trees. Okay, folks, I moved to a different part of the woods. I was over there where I just cut those two trees. Now I moved over here. We have a couple trees here I want to get. We have an ash that's starting to die, and we have a maple here, right here. It's got quite a few damaged spots on it here. Doesn't look too healthy, so I'm going to try to cut it. I just got to clean up some mess here. I'm sure glad I have the old Massey today with me. It's just really hard falling trees in this area because there's so many trees everywhere. You just try to pick a spot and see if she'll go, but No problem. Little tug from the Massey and I'll be on my way. Hello folks, LoggerJohn back here. It's kind of been a day of a lot of plan Bs. This maple right here was a really weird trunk, like you can see the trunk on it, it's crooked. It kind of goes up, and a lot of the weight, actually, it was leaning over here. So that's the way I kind of notched it, but didn't have my wedge with me, and the tree actually was it wanted to go back, so I went to plan B here and I aimed it for over in there, and it actually knocked down the ash for me, which was good. So nobody hurt. Got the trees on the ground. You just have to be really careful sometimes with trees. Like, you think they might be leaning one way. The trunk of this tree was kind of leaning that way, but the top of it, like I said, was leaning behind me here, over here. But as soon as I started cutting it, I kind of realized it didn't want to go that way. It was kind of sitting back on the bar of the saw. So I said, okay, plan B. Well, we'll get these cleaned up and we'll get them skidded out to the house. I'm out here at my wood pile. There's the Massey having a bit of a break before I go back. I'm going to cut these up, and then I'm going to go back way over there and get those other two, the ash and the other maple. Well, folks, it's a good morning of cutting a few trees. The first wood of 2020. I'm going to finish cutting this up and go for lunch pretty soon. So thanks a lot for watching. So stay tuned for more wood cutting videos.